We've all seen it. Those crazy posts on Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook, with the crazy thumbnail image of a model run possibility that is 7+ days out with, the catchy tagline and title that insists that this is coming our way. Prepare now. End of the world. Blah, blah, blah. And folks, that is all just BS, and it's all just hype. And the reason why that is because these guys are all about generating hype, buzz, stirring everybody up, creating hysteria, all for the purpose of getting views, likes, and follows. Don't waste your time, please. If you're a weather aficionado like myself, these guys drive you nuts because they're everywhere. They're all over the place. Anytime a storm is coming our way, I can't open my Facebook account without seeing a dozen or more posts from these hysteria hype guys trying to drum up a bunch of attention so that they can get clicks and views and follows. It drives me nuts because most of the information they're sharing is very misleading. There are trusted sources that you can go to, and you can find these on YouTube or Facebook. But a word of caution here, make sure that that person is a meteorologically trained individual, somebody that has a degree, went to school, and educated themselves on meteorology, because these are the people that are going to be able to discern that weather data for you and help relay that information to you in a way that you can consume and understand, and speak it in a way that makes sense to you for your local area. Plus, they're not going to do all this crazy hype business. They're going to give you the real truth. And they will even tell you, hey, this is 7 days out. Here's some of the solutions. Likely not going to happen, but we'll keep an eye on the trends to see whether or not that's a possibility. Because the reality is once you start to see a trend in model data from one to the next to the next to the next, that's when the confidence level begins to go up to one of those solutions looking like that might be the one that happens. But until you get within 3 days really of the event, that's when we can really start honing in on confidence level of what's going to happen. uh, when you get 5, 6, 7+ days out, it's still a guessing game, honestly, at that point. But aside from looking up some of these individuals on YouTube and whatnot, who are true meteorologists, you can also use some tools yourself. And the first one being the National Weather Service. Who would have thought? You can go to the National Weather Service and actually get actual good information. So I recommend you start here. You can type your zip code up in here and get to your local forecast, and most importantly, to your local National Weather Service office. If you go to their page, chances are, if there's a storm system coming your way within the next few days or whatnot, they're going to have a weather bulletin there that's going to discuss that system in full detail. And they will even break it down into like a presentation form showing you what their expectations are. And so that should really be your first go-to in terms of seeing what's coming down the pike towards you. And so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect in your neck of the woods over the next few days. But if you want to go some levels further, you can come to places like Tropical Tidbits. And this is one that I use a lot during hurricane season. I live in Florida. Hurricanes are just a way of life here. And this is a great page to go to because there's a lot of hurricane specific model data within this website that's useful for that. But you can also look at just general model data as well. And you can break this down by region, or if you just want to get the entire United States, you can look at it that way. And you can change all the different runs from one run to the next run to kind of see yourself what are the trends looking like. So very great information, and you can all get all of this information here. And again, this is for free. So Tropical Tidbits is a great page to come to. Another good one is Pivotal Weather. And they have great tools here as well. And you can get all the main global runs here as well as regional, and some more specific like high rapid resolution refresh models, which are great for like hurricanes and severe weather and things of that nature. But again, this is all free information you can come to, review, and look at it yourself to kind of like build your own impression. But I would caution you to say, use these sites like this to kind of ingest that information yourself. And then also compare that to what you're reading from the National Weather Service. And chances are you'll get a good feel as to what you might expect in your own neighborhood, over the next week. But again, trends are friends. Always pay attention to that than anything else, because um, until you see a trend develop consistently from one model run to the next, then that's really the only thing that breeds confidence. Because if it changes from one model to the next, then okay, that scenario is probably not going to play out. So go to trusted sources like the National Weather Service, check out these other model run websites. And if you're going to look at guys on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, just make sure that they have a background in meteorology and know what they're talking about. That's my humble take. Tell me yours in the comments below.